Welcome to the teaching of the inner Christ. I am your leader today, Reverend Elaine Fuller-Zachey. Well, let's take a deep breath of love. Am I on? Oh, okay, yes. There we go. Good morning again. All right. Let's take a deep breath of love and out, and let's turn to page 28 of the Little Gray Songbook, and we can sing together, We Are One. We are one with each other as we share love, all of Christ within. We are open our hearts and our minds to receive. We are open, willing, accepting, receiving our Let's take a deep breath of love and out. We can close our eyes and call on our inner Christ, that spiritual divinity within each of us, for perfect guidance right here, right now. And we can unify to experience the perfect teaching of the inner Christ service right here and now. We thank God. Let's take a deep breath of love. And out, we open our eyes, move around. And again, greeting.
Good morning.
This is a beautiful, silky gray day. We've had wonderful rain. Rain is God's love right here coming to us to help us be happy in the green, growing dimension, the physical dimension. We thank God for that. And we thank God for prayer. So, prayer. Did everyone get one of these in your little packet today? If not, please raise your hand, and the usher, I'm sure, will bring you what you need. And I welcome you to fill this out, because later on in the service we're going to do a prayer together. And if you desire, please feel free to put your prayer, to hand it into the prayer box over there. It's on the little table next to the door. And licensed professional prayer therapists pray on your prayers for 2 weeks. And your part is to be praying also, and to let us know before the 2 weeks are up how it's going for you. How do you want us to change it? How has it manifested? Do you want us to continue? Let us know. Okay, so talking about prayers, what about demonstrations? Does someone wish to share a prayer demonstration with us this morning? Anybody got some to share prayer demonstrations? Well, we know these prayers are on their way, demonstrating perfectly at the perfect right time now. And we thank God. So we continue praying perfectly. And let's sing about new world, new manifestations, new worlds. There's a new world coming. It's page 56 in the Little Gray Songbook. We can steer stand and energize and sing page 56 now. There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend. There's a new world coming, this one's coming to an end. There's a new voice calling, you can hear it if you try, and it's growing stronger with each day that passes by. There's a brand new morning, rising clear and sweet and free. There's a new day dawning that belongs to you and me. Yes, a new world's coming, the one we've had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love. We accept that love right now. So please be seated. Oh, and just a reminder, we're all welcome to bring a little water in with us as we desire. But other things, let's wait for after the service. And if you have something other than water, just raise your hand and the usher will be happy to take them into the dining area for after the service. And cell phones, we know these little guys like to be noisy every now and then, sometimes at inappropriate times. So let's just turn them to vibrate, and we can pay attention to them after the service. Okay. And, Sunday, January 17th, we have this wonderful workshop called Heaven on Earth. It's joyful. It's a joy shop. And it's facilitated by Reverend Rhonda Hawley. It will be here at the Inner Christ, teaching of the Inner Christ. And there's a $25 suggested donation for that. So please sign up for that. It starts at 12:30. And you like joy, you like heaven, join us. Join us, we invite you for that. And there's, let me see, today after the service there is a meeting, it's an LBR-IBA meeting for the leaders. It will happen after the service, so just a good meeting to make some good decisions. So please keep that in mind. And let's have some joyful, wonderful new energy music by wonderful Marvin Dillard. He will sing for us right now, You'll Never Walk Alone.
First couple of lines are pretty good advice for these days. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of each storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver sound of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain. your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk
Thank you so much, Marvin Diller. And we can accept this, we can embrace this with new joy that we will never walk alone. And I read to you from The Language of Positive Thinking, a collection from Blue Mountain Arts. Today's reading is by Leo Buscaglia. You have choice. You can select joy over despair. You can select happiness over tears. You can select action over apathy. You can select growth over stagnation. You can select you. And you can select life. And it's time that people tell you you're not at the mercy of forces greater than yourself. You are indeed the greatest force for you. You are indeed the greatest force for you. And that's for all of us. Thank you, God. We can embrace that. Today's speaker is a leader, a decision maker here at the Teaching of the Inner Christ. She serves on boards. She serves on decision-making groups. She's creative. She creates beautiful services and speaks and leads. And she's part of Prayer Circle, and she has a wonderful business sense. And she does TIC outreach. And the title of the talk is Embracing the New Year. So we welcome Reverend Mary Ann Kelley now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Are you okay? Let me turn it on.
There you go.
There we go. Well, once again, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So today we're going to embrace the new year. But before we can do that, how about we let go of the stuff that didn't serve us in the old year? On New Year's Eve, we had a little service here, and we had it when it was called a releasing service. And I saved some of the forms for you, so if we could have the usher go ahead and pass those out. And you can use it or not, if you choose. But the first step in embracing the new is letting go of what doesn't serve anymore. So on this form, on the second page, you'll find a releasing. Things you want to release. People, experiences, and judgments about others or about yourself. So I invite you to think about that and fill it out as you wish. And then after the service, we can march into the dining area. We have a shredder back there, and if you so choose, you can shred that and let it go for sure, for good. And then, on the next sheet is a sheet of goals. Notice I didn't say resolutions. I said goals. Because goals seem to be easier to reach than resolutions to keep. So, I invite you to take a look at those things. So in my meditation this Friday, I received an understanding for me, new for this year. And it was this, that things are coming together in this new year, 2016, in a way that I hadn't expected. I think that things will become more clear. Things will come together in ways that you just don't know about. And so, instead of trying to make everything fit into its little peg, its little cubby hole, it'll be made clear, and the steps will be taken, and the people that I need to have help will show up. Steps of the projects will fall into place. Money's in hand. And how exciting is that?
Yes.
How exciting is that? What new and wonderful things can happen in this new year? What can they bring? What can the new year bring? What new seed ideas will be planted? And once planted, what new ideas will begin to bud? And when the buds show up, what new ideas will burst into fruition? And what new fruit will we enjoy? Going to be a lot of stuff. So we have the form. We know that Ernest Holmes tells us, and it's on page 406 in The Science of Mind, that pure spirit exists at the center of all form. Think about that a minute. All form is spirit. So, it's easy for us to believe that God is all there is if we know this. How can we judge if we know that God is all there is? So, if we start to judge something, stop a minute and think, you know what? That's God's substance. That person is God being. This situation is a God situation. So how can we judge it? We can only discern what is right and what is not right for ourselves. So we can know that the persons, the places, the things, the experiences, the situations, and everything that is going on, and even the air that we breathe, is God's substance. And we can only trust that everything that happens in our lives is for our highest good, one way or another. Then we can claim our blessings in all situations. How great is that? Yeah. In 2 Corinthians 5:17, Lamsa version, we find, whomever from now on is the follower of the Christ, or that's the anointed, is a new creation. Old things pass away. All things become new through God, who has reconciled us to himself by Jesus the Christ, and has given us the ministry of reconciliation. What is this reconciliation they keep talking about? Reconciliation. To be reconciled is to be brought together, to reunited. So when we talk, and what was the Christ? The Christ is an idea. It's a place in consciousness where we don't see inequity, where we only see the truth, and the truth being perfection everywhere now. So that's what we see when we come in from the Christ. And so to be reconciled with our Creator, the Creator, God the Creator, through the person or the ideas of Jesus the Christ, that person who showed us the way, who did look beyond inequities, who saw nothing but truth, and so he was able to do the miracles that he did, to help the blind see, to help the lame rise and walk, and all of those wonderful things, to even raise people from the dead, children and adults, Lazarus, the little girl, Centurion's daughter. All of these things he did because he did not see anything but absolute truth and perfection, which is how we were created, and how we, if we strive, can reach again at moments in time. And I think that we do. And I think we do this in our prayer treatments, when we recognize that God is all there is, everywhere present, all creative, ever loving, ever guiding, ever protecting. When we see all of this, And we know that because of this, because this is who we are created from, this is also who we are. And if this is who we are, then we can continue to see through the eyes of that perfection, through the eyes that Jesus the Christ used, and to see beyond what appears to be. What appears to be. See beyond that and say, even in that situation, whatever it is, there God is, making it right. And because of those lessons that we learned, some of them not so easy. Because of these lessons, we learn. And sometimes, in my instance, sometimes the lessons are a little bit difficult. And the reason they're difficult is because I can't learn a better way. Although, I have to say, and thank you God, the lessons are becoming easier. Hopefully for you as well. Hopefully for you as well. So when we know these things, everything comes together in a beautiful way. That's reconciliation. And it all begins with the forgiving of the past. Forgiving, heal, release, and let go. The way that we recognize that God is all there is. And we unify, knowing that we are God's substance. Made from God's substance, created from God's substance, and expressed as our understanding of God's substance, of God being. That's our understanding of it. And if it seems to fall short of that, take a look at it. We can do different things. We can do it differently. We become the anointed of God by putting on the cloak of the exemplar Christ. And he was the man called Jesus. We are each invited, each and every moment of each and every day, in our inner chamber, that pristine center of divinity within ourselves, to take a look and to unify with the divinity that we are. And if we can do this on a daily basis, for however long we can manage, be it 10 minutes, be it a half an hour, be it an hour. If you're doing it more than an hour, you have to ask, what am I avoiding? But if we can take some time every day to reconnect with that wonderful divinity that is in that little chamber, if you will, that throne room, in the closet, inner closet. It's called a lot of different things. But if we let go of the outer and go to the inner, and allow ourselves to be with and act as that inner one. And when we come and we listen, this is where God speaks to us. Because we become that God's substance. And even though it might not sound like a voice in our head, it becomes the essence of who we are for that time. And we can expand that time throughout our day simply by realizing and feeling that inner feeling that we have. We call it a signal when we meditate. Feeling that signal throughout the day and reminding ourselves when we feel that signal who we are and what we're about. And to know that what we're looking at through the eyes of this Christ being, this I am self, when we're looking at those things, we can't possibly see the inequities. We can see beyond them to the truth. We can know that we can make a positive difference in our world by consciously looking through the eyes of the inner Christ, the eyes of the I am presence. Just as Jesus did past those inequities, past those, quote, imperfections, thereby healing our planet. We can do that, a person at a time. And we do it in our part of the world. I've heard the criticism that, well, if prayer works, how come there's still starving people? The interesting thing, I was talking to Ann, my housemate, about that, my partner in crime, so to speak, about that one day, and she said, yeah, that's true. There are still people, but the prayer is working because people are gathering and amassing together and sending things there. Missionaries are going there. People are learning how to plant. All kinds of organizations that are going over there building wells. like in Africa, building wells for people who don't have them, teaching people how to plant, providing them with livestock. There's a certain organization that I know of, it's a Lutheran organization, that if you send a donation, they'll give them a little flock of chicks. For a little bit more, they'll give them a goat. Or they can have a cow. And these things make a difference to these people. So prayer does work. So don't let anybody tell you that your prayers aren't working. They are. It just takes time. And understanding that there's a consciousness too of all parties concerned. And our consciousness is continuing to grow. Even though does seem to be some strife. Even in that strife, there God is. And there's going to be a wonderful blessing from all of this. Because it's taking us to that place where we can let it go. We can heal, forgive, release, and let go. It's taking us there. That's what all of this is about. We can know that God is with us and all is well. And all is as it was meant to be. And we can say that it is the Father within who does the works. And it is the Father's good pleasure to give to us the kingdom. I gratefully accept that kingdom. How about you? Shall we say it together? I gratefully accept that kingdom. And I see that kingdom for all of you. And me too. Now, in our daily word today, this daily word is a little magazine that's put out by Unity. And it's got a little prayer for every day. Today it's called it as Divine Spark. So the divine spark within guarantees my success. Have you ever felt as though you were just one step away from success? In your relationships, at work, in your education? At times our goals seem unrealistic or unattainable. Perhaps what we are missing is not something, but rather an awareness of God. Prayer is the key to moving forward and tapping into the potential success. Prayer reminds us of our connection with Spirit and that all things are possible. Focusing on God ignites a divine spark within that illuminates the way. Infinite possibilities are now revealed. God is right where we are, in the experiences we are living. Prayer ignites the divine spark toward realizing and releasing our infinite potential. And now we have a quote from Psalms 24:7. Lift up our heads, O gates, and be lifted up, O ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. So we open those doors and allow the King to come in. But the King is already there, and the Queen too. So there you are. So we have this great tool called prayer. And we call it spiritual mind treatment. And we speak it, and when we speak it, we recognize first that God is all there is. That we are a part of this God that is all there is. And that we make our claim of the universe. And since it is the Father's good pleasure to give to us the kingdom, and we have accepted it, we accept our divine good, we give thanks in advance for its completion. Having faith that it is the Father's good pleasure to supply us with every good thing. Everything we can think of and more. And we also have meditation. That's where we go into the closet and listen. Where God speaks to us and gives us guidance, peace of mind, compassion, and all the wonderful spiritual gifts that we have. Then we have channeling. Channeling is where God speaks through us to our world. And that can happen at any time. Have you ever been speaking with a friend, and the friend has a need, and something comes out of your mouth so profound you turn around to see who said it? Have you ever had that experience? You wonder where that came from. That's channeling, my friend. That's coming from the very depth of your being. That's coming from your I am Christ self being. And it's always there. if we give it space, if we allow it to be. And so, that channeling, that's where we can share and do what is ours to do, and receive guidance on how to go about doing it. So, these are the wonderful things that can happen. So now, on the other page in there, do your goals, and don't make them resolutions, because that way they won't get broken. Okay. I have a little poem for you. This is a year to follow your dream, to take steps to make it come true. This is a year to leave troubles behind and focus on good things to do. This is the year you have waited for, a year to feel happy and free. This is the year to listen and learn, the year for you to be. This is a year you will feel yourself smile, and remember, life is to live. This is a year you will see all around and know how it feels to give. This is the year you will touch someone's heart. Reach out and you will see. This is the year for dreams to come true. This is the year to be. And this is written by Akash Shawale. I guess that's how you say that name. And then Simone has, may light always surround you, hope kindle and rebound you. Your heart embrace feelings, may wounds become wisdom, every kindness a prism. May laughter infect you, your passions resurrect you. May goodness inspire your deepest desires. Through all that you reach for, may your arms never tire. So, everyone here, is there something new you'd like to try this year that you haven't done before? I'd like to give you an invitation. Rachel Evans and I are taking ukulele lessons.
Oh.
Would you like to take ukulele lessons? We have a wonderful teacher. And he does little things like he goes out to a local restaurant in Claremont. And all of his students come in and we all play and everybody in the restaurant enjoys us. It's like a flash, you know. So I would like to join you to do something new and different this year. Something that you haven't done before. Whether it's come with us for the ukulele or just enjoy life. Find something new and exciting to do. And follow your dream. And so it is. Happy New Year!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Reverend Mary Ann Kelley. And now, let's share our happiness and our financial abundance with the offering of tithes and gifts. And I call the usher up, please. We can read from page 11, the blessing of the offering. Let's read that together. As a child of God, I gratefully accept my inheritance of God's good. As God's teaching, TIC gives great thanks and accepts God's good. And so it is. We can sing, Lord, I do give thee thanks. It's page 74 in the little gray book. Lord, I do give thee thanks for the abundance that is ours. Lord, I do give thee thanks for the abundance that is ours. All that we ask we receive. All for the abundance that now is ours, and for the wonderful opportunity to share that abundance with the teaching of the inner Christ. And we bless this money and the joy and the love that comes with it from those who give and from those who desire to give. We know that it goes to the teaching of the inner Christ to help this, grow this teaching perfectly. Thank you, God. And thank all of you for your gifts. And now, your little paper, your prayer treatment. Perhaps you have filled one out. Maybe not. I'm sure you all know what you want to pray about. And that's what's important. We call on our own inner Christ right now for guidance in this prayer, and I will speak the prayer for us. This is a prayer treatment for all of us here for the fulfillment of our heart's true desires right now. And we know our dear inner Christ guides us. God is the source of all. God is the creator of all good. God is all powerful. God is omnipresent. God is divine love. God expresses God's self through all creation, including through each of us and as each of us right now and always. So I am one with God, the source of all. I am one with the creator of all good. I am one with all power. I am one with God's omnipresence. I am one with divine love. I am one with God as all creation. I claim for all of us here, for all of us, the fulfillment of our heart's true desires right now. And I now accept with all of us here the fulfillment of our heart's true desires as God's desires for us, working through us now. All error thoughts, fears, or false appearances are now healed, forgiven, released, and let go. And in the vacuum they leave behind is fulfillment of our heart's true desires, manifested right here, right now, in the perfect right way for each of us. I am thankful for the fulfillment of all our heart's true desires, manifesting now. Trusting completely in the universal law of attraction to respond, I release, let go, and let God within do the rest. Thank you, wonderful God in us. And so it is right now. Thank you, God.
Thank you,
Let's
God.
take a deep breath of love. Yes. And we can certainly take this prayer into meditation. And we're going to have meditation music right now. And after this, we'll go right into meditation. So don't applaud after this, as we'll go into the meditation. Singing in his time, let's welcome Marvin Dillard.
In his time, in his time, he makes all things beautiful. In his time, Lord, please show me every day as you're teaching me your way, that you'll do just what you say in your time, in your time, in your time. You make all things beautiful in your time. song I have to sing. Be to you a lovely thing in your time. Be to you a lovely thing in your time.
So now, if you'd like to join me in a meditation, sitting in our chairs comfortably, our hands open and receptive in our laps, closing our eyes, letting go of the outer world for now, knowing that when we return, it'll all still be here. And taking in a nice deep breath, breathing in and out. And so as we breathe in, we will seek out any tension spots that we may have, and as we exhale, we'll just let them go out with the exhalation. So focusing on our feet and our legs, all the way up to our hips. Let's take in a nice deep breath, breathing in and out, and releasing any tension that might have been lodged in these areas. And now going to our lower back and our hips and our abdomen, seeking any tension spots as we breathe in and releasing them as we breathe out, and just feeling the relaxation as it takes over this area. And going to our mid-back and our solar plexus, breathing in and out, releasing, totally letting go. Coming to our chest, to our beautiful heart, breathing in and letting go as we release, breathe out. And coming to our shoulders, seeking any tension we may have from the weight of the world that we carry so much. Breathing in and letting go as we breathe out, and feeling our shoulders just relax and drop. Feeling any burdens lifted and melted away. Going down our arms, to our elbows, to our forearms, to our hands, and to our fingertips. Breathing in and letting go as we breathe out, and just feeling ourselves and our hands open and receptive to receive whatever it is Spirit has to give us today. Going to our throat and our neck, breathing in and out, and knowing that our throat is now open to receive and to speak our truth as it is given us to do. And so we go up the back of our heads to the top of our heads and breathe in and out, and feel the muscles relax, the hair follicles relax, and feel that relaxation as it cascades down our face, on our forehead, our eyebrows, our eyelids and our eyes, and our nose and our cheeks and our ears just totally relax, and our jaws unlock, and our lips relax, and our teeth and our chin. And so our entire physical body, with one more breath, breathing in and out, our entire body is totally relaxed. And so we look to our beautiful, wonderful, conscious mind that thinks for us all day long. It helps us. And we know that it deserves a rest as well, so as it with another easy breath, breathing in and out, we put this beautiful mind, conscious mind, on the shelf for now, knowing that we can pick it up later with a greater understanding of who and what we are. With another easy breath, breathing in and out, we move into the beautiful subconscious mind. And in this beautiful subconscious mind, we turn on the healing light of truth. And as this light comes on, any shadow doubts or fears that we may have harbored here dissipate. They're gone. Released. Let go. And in their place is this beautiful healing light, this beautiful truth. And so now we ease on into that beautiful center of divinity that resides in each of us. That pristine center of divinity. That beautiful inner closet. That beautiful inner chamber. That beautiful throne room. Where we connect to the inner one. The divine one. That gives us action. That gives us life. And as we go into the silence, we listen for and we feel for and we sense for the beautiful truth that is revealed to us today, knowing that it is a beautiful truth regarding our wonderful new year. Thank you, dear higher self, dear wonderful God self, for animating and creating our wonderful selves. Thank you for guiding us, protecting us, and showing us the way to that which is perfect and right for us to do, to be, to have, to express, and to share with our world as unique gifts for each of us. We bring this understanding and more back into our subconscious mind, where it is used to formulate and to form our wonderful reality. We'll bring it back into our conscious mind, which we awaken once more, and say, thank you, wonderful all, for our being. And with another deep breath, we'll awaken our physical bodies, come all the way awake, alert, and aware of breathing in. And out, coming awake, alert, aware, and ready to continue our new day and new year and new time and have fun.
Thank you so much, Reverend Kelley. And now please join me in the affirmation for the coming week on page 11. We say this together. Every moment of my life is a happy new moment. I resolve to stay connected to the pure potentiality and love spirit to create wondrous miracles in my life now. Thank you, God. And so it is. That's a powerful one. And we can continue on feeling this power. We can come here for Wednesday Faith Lift at 6:30 p.m. The title of this Wednesday's Faith Lift is Change is a Blessing.
Yay!
Led by Reverend Brigitte Heimers. And so I invite you to join us then. And we thank Reverend Marianne Kelley for this beautiful talk and meditation. We thank Ann Del Amo for the music. And we thank Judy, I have a mental blank. I'm sorry, Judy Holmes for Usher. And thank Richard Musil for the video. Thank you so very much.
How about our singer?
And thank Marvin for singing. And thank me and Kathy Tierpak for doing kitchen duty. And I'm happy to have served as leader this morning. Let's just be happy and joyful and sing our closing song, Love is the Only Power. We form our circle right now.
as we go out this week, let's do so with forgiveness in our heart for anything that was perceived in injustice, and forgive ourselves first and foremost, and to see through the eyes of the Christ past what may seem to be into the perfection that is truly there. And so it is. Thank you, God.
Well, hello, Carolyn. Thank you.
How did it fare at your house with all this?
We did fine. I noticed my little